Can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. Anyone? Put a 1 in the chat. Can you hear me? Oh, good. You can hear me. Awesome. So before we dive into this, our new AI singer, our new buddy, we've got an AI performer, folks. Her name is Addison Ivory. Get it? AI. She's gonna perform a little track for you guys. Get ready. This is custom generated. You guys are gonna appreciate this. Here we go.
Lights flicker low in the living room glow. Kim Bowers running, but she never gets far. Captured again in a ticking clock show. Ropes on the wrist, silver tape cross the jaw. Day after day, season after season, duct tape tight, no rhyme, no reason. Hollywood's favorite girl in the chair, scream for the camera, but nobody cares. Close-ups on struggle, muffled cries in the night. Breath fog in the tape, eyes wide with fright. Damsel in distress, duct tape on her lips. Struggle is so sweet for the cinematic fix. Ghost face loves the way the adhesive sticks. Marky Mark's got Amy Gag, Peterson just sits and kicks. Margot gasping hard, tape pulling tight. Can't catch your breath under Hollywood lights. Tied up, tape down, frame after frame. We watch them squirm, it's all part of the game. Fear in the basement, that twisted romance. Wahlberg's hand steady, no second chance. Amy's ass pleading while the tension builds higher. William Peterson silent, feeding the fire. One more scream queen wrapped up like a gift. Ghost facing the shadows with his favorite script. Tape rope spinning, another victim bound. Muffled confessions never make a sound. Breath getting shallow, cheeks pressed so tight. The camera keeps rolling through the long dark night. Damsel in distress, duct tape on her lips. Struggling so sweet for the cinematic fix. Ghost face loves the way the adhesive sticks. Marky Mark's got Amy Gag, Peterson just sits and kicks. Margot gasping hard, tape pulling tight. Can't catch your breath under Hollywood lights. Tied up, tape down, frame after frame. We watch them squirm, it's all part of the game. Every thriller needs a heroine in chains. Every horror flick with those desperate refrains. Silver strips shining under flickering scenes. The more they fight it, the louder we scream. Yeah, we can't look away. Damsel in distress, duct tape on her lips. One more captured beauty in the director's grip. Ghost face is laughing while the credits start to roll. Kim keeps getting taken, losing all control. Margot's last breath caught on celluloid. Amy's muffled fear in that suburban void. Taped and forgotten till the next episode. We hit replay and the story reloads. Fade to black, but the tape keeps spinning. Damsel in distress, always beginning again.
My bad. Forgot there were two back to back there. Needed to edit that a little better. But we are here. Yeah. We are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. Here I am, the founder of the feast. We are here. We are live. We are doing something. FYI, SVU finale just played. Was it any good? Season finale, right? Not series finale. I'm assuming that show's not over. That show won't end. You think he's gone? He's not gone. He's never gone. See? Is this some radical new therapy? Oh, wait, he says that first. I'm just prepping some files here and getting some stuff loaded. We got an interesting one coming here. I know you guys have been waiting on something like this for a while. Little late, running a little later here than expected, but you know, West Coast, it's only 9 p.m. It's midnight here on the East Coast, but you know, a little later than I would have liked to have gone. But it's a weekend, so you know. And our friends overseas, it's very early there. But yeah, it's a banger of a song, wasn't it? Addison Ivory pulling out all the stops. I got a couple other ones made too. Since this is the famous singers edition, you know, music based, I thought it was appropriate to open up, you know, properly there with a custom Damsel in Distress song. I actually like that song. I can't wait to see some of these singers. So for those of you who saw the community post earlier, and you know what, I'm gonna make a little post actually right now telling people that we are live and they need to get in here. I'm gonna handle that. Letting people know we are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. So there, got that out. Let's see. Yeah, that song's awesome. You're gonna see some of these singers. She will not sue for royalties. We have an agreement. The agreement is she very, very quickly busts out songs instantaneously almost when provided the lyrics. You know, possibly I'll possibly put that on here. You know, as an actual, maybe a music video based around the lyrics. I think I offered one of our contributors the opportunity to make that music video if they wanted to. Might put that on here for fun. Probably make some more songs in the future too, just based off of some other things, some other content or some episodes of crime coverage, possibly. But the community post I put out earlier had a blurred image in it. Blurred image. Let me load that up. I'm going to get that blurred image that we had. Livestream. Where's the blurred image? There it is. There it is. Yeah, the thumbnail. This image here, the two blurred out singers. I put the opportunity up for people to guess who those singers were, and I put clues on there. The clues, sooner or later, show up an avatar. We'll get music. Yeah, I didn't think about what she looks like. That's something for down the road. I got to get a lot of other things straightened out first. These two blurred out singers. I put a clue. I put clues, right? The clues that I wrote were, can anyone guess who these two singers are from our live stream thumbnail? I'll give hints. Both of them were young and starting their careers around the same time in the early 2000s. Two different genres of music. One had a bigger music career than the other, possibly because the other had equal success as an actress. Both are in their late 30s, early 40s now. And just curious, when just a second there ago when I was reading that off, did my video freeze? Can you hear the audio fine even if my video is freezing? I actually made this right here. I made this to put up on the screen for when the video freezes. If it's freezing, can you guys let me know in the chat? Here, we're going to do a test. I'm going to pull up a different browser here. I'm just going to load a different browser on my screen. Let me know if this freezes. Okay, I loaded a different browser and I'm talking. A different tab. I moved to a different tab on the browser and I'm talking. Am I frozen? Video frozen? As long as the audio is fine, that's okay. As you guys will know, we'll be doing the tier maker list. What did the video look like? Did I freeze on video? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I could put myself off on the side as long as the audio is working when I go to a different tab. I just noticed in the past, I think that it freezes. Look at that. Corey with a guess here. Hillary Duff and her sister. And that would be Haley Duff, who Hillary does not speak to right now, from what I've seen. I'm a big Hillary Duff fan. From your clues, I keep thinking of the audio's fine. Well, that's good. What about the video? Was the video freezing? I mean, it's not a huge deal because I can just put myself off in the corner here where people can't really see it while I'm on the other tab. Or I could just make the tab all by itself so people don't have to see me. From your clues, I keep thinking of that chick who was discovered to be a fraud when the audio started before she sang. Are you thinking of Ashley Simpson? Ashley Simpson. She was the SNL lip syncer, I believe. Ashley Simpson will not be on this list. I didn't really think of her because she is not, well, she's overshadowed by her sibling. We'll put it that way. Seeing you in the cover. Well, it doesn't really matter. I can cover that anyway. But back here, Hillary Duff and her sister. Did Hillary Duff and her sister have two different genres of music? I think they probably are close to the same age, but I think Haley was a little bit older, close to the same age. But I think they were the same genre of music, right? So these two sisters, I will give you another clue. These are not sisters, and they are not, they're not sisters, but they do have different genres of music. So Hillary and Haley Duff, I don't think would be applicable there because I think they made the same kind of music. Let me see here. I've got, I don't know where Scarticulus is. I don't know where this little turd is. He and I was on his live stream earlier. He was in the chat earlier. I'm gonna, where is that? Did I load that image? What the fuck? Where's the image? Oh, you can share up to 10 images. Okay, I got to pull one of these images off for right now. What a pain in the ass. It won't let me just like mass upload images into this thing. You got to do them one at a time, which is a real pain in the ass. And even though I'm on a free paid trial, paid meaning upgraded, I have an image limit. Limage? Yeah, an image limit, which I shouldn't have. I'm going to go bother this guy. Wonder if he went to bed like a bitch this early. I'm gonna embarrass him here if he comes in here. Let me see. Yep. He was thinking of Ashley Simpson. So no, Corey, I'm gonna tell you that. Corey, would you like to try again? So here's the hint I'm going to give you, Corey. Haley Duff's not, I mean, she was famous. I mean, people knew who she was, but today, if you ask someone who Haley Duff was, they're probably not going to really know who she is. They're just going to say Hillary Duff's sister. So let's exclude Haley Duff. Would you like to try again, Corey, who these two could be? If you're still in the chat, because I'll tell you, you were you were close. Scarticulus, if he shows up, um, I'm gonna yeah, we'll see. He probably went to bed. Corey's still here. Corey, who your guess of Hillary and Haley Duff? Would you want to try another option? Take a good look at the photo and see if you can take another guess. I'll give you I'll give you a second if you want to try and figure out who these two blurred out famous singers are. I'm probably going to have to remove a couple other of these images because I'm only allowed 10 at a time. Okay. Let's see here. And Corey's thinking about it. Okay, we're gonna do a. I'm gonna give you guys. I guess I could do a countdown. Probably. Can I do a countdown? Well, it'll block out the whole screen. I'll give you guys another 20 seconds to try and take a guess as to who these two are before they're gonna find their way up on the screen, and then we're gonna start getting into it. I have the tier maker page. He's counting down. It's been 10. Okay, so who were these two? Well, Corey, you were half right. Corey, you were half right. Oh, where'd you go? Hillary Duff and her sister. Well, one of them was Hillary Duff, Corey. So that's actually pretty impressive. So that's actually very impressive, especially because I think, Britney Spears and Avril Lavigne. Well, I just told you one is Hillary Duff. So Britney. Well, see, here's the thing. I gave you guys the music clues, right? I said two people about the same age who both their careers started. They got popular in the early 2000s, and two different genres of music. So Britney Spears and Avril Lavigne. Britney Spears started in the late 90s. Little off there, but that's not as bad as. He's probably out. He ain't coming in. Scarticulus earlier. I'm gonna roast him here. He said the Dixie Chicks. Hopefully he'll watch this on playback. I'll send it to him regardless. The Dixie Chicks. What a bad get. You know, I hope he was just trying to be nice and participate, right? Because you can tell this is what you would call a low effort answer, right? Low effort. Oh, wait, I forgot. If you guys are guessing, who Avril Lavigne and Britney Spears. I had to do that. I had to give a. And as far as this goes, the Dixie Chicks. Is what we would call a low effort guess. Low effort, because anyone could look up the Dixie Chicks and find out that they were formed in 1989 and they had all kinds of big hits like in 1998. Those three women are between the ages of 51 and 56 now, and there were three of them, not two. So this is what we call a low effort guess. But he then, I think he replied, he gave another shot too. What did he say? Oh, he said Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus. Those are, and I said, well, they did both have blonde hair, and they do make, or they, well, I guess technically Taylor Swift started with country music, so technically their music was different, but they were like 10 to 13 years old in the early 2000s, so little before their time. Yeah. Corey, I knew it was Hillary Duff. The other one is JoJo. It is not JoJo, and JoJo is not going to be featured tonight unless I give you guys the opportunity to add somebody to the list. Here is the correct answer. That's right. Miranda Lambert and Hilary Duff. That's who it was in Miranda Lambert. She started in about 2004. Kerosene, and this is a shot from the video. She's a couple years, she's like 3 to 4 years older than Hilary Duff, but she was like 20 and she was on one of those like country American Idol shows, I think, 2004. And by 2004, well, Lizzie McGuire was when I was in middle school. So 2001, 2001, somewhere around there. And then by 2004, she was in a Cinderella story and already pretty big. But I just want to say, while we're on the topic of Hilary Duff, my goodness. Does anyone follow her now? She just came back with like a new album, and this woman, she's like 38 or 39 years old. She's had 4 kids. She looks amazing. If you find any interviews of her now, anything promoting her new music, I mean, she does not look like she has had like ridiculous work done or anything. 4 kids. She is questionably hotter now than she was 20 years ago, in her late 30s. I don't know if she's doing any acting lately, but and here's the thing, I guess I need to put some like, yeah, I'm impressed too. I the fact that you just threw one of them out there like that, yeah, that was pretty impressive. So I guess we should lay some ground rules down here on the how the Dream Damsel tier ranking, what qualifies, who qualifies, how this works. Okay, because obviously from that clue, and obviously you guys can figure it out. From the clue, I said one different genres of music. Miranda Lambert was country. Hilary Duff was pop. Hilary Duff was probably more of an actress these days than a singer. I mean, starting with Lizzie McGuire, but all the way up. Miranda Lambert hasn't done any acting from what I know. But yeah, so Hilary Duff being an actress has certainly had the opportunity to do a DID scene. I mean, it has been there. There's acting in plenty of shows, in some movies. I mean, she had opportunities to do DID scenes. I mean, potentially anyway, like it was a possibility. With a lot of singers, that's the thing. There is no possibility unless they end up enacting. And quite a handful of these singers have been in smaller acting roles, not big movie stars. And there are definitely some dream damsels who are singers who could have been featured tonight, but they are more known for acting. See, I tried. Hilary Duff's kind of an exception here. She's probably more known for acting than singing these days. And I mean, even starting with Lizzie McGuire, she started kind of with acting. So I would say she's known more of an actress, but just because I don't know, I chose her for the singing anyway. That's my priority, I guess. But a lot of times I'm going to try and categorize them based off what they're most known for. So there are some singers who would be on this list if it weren't for the fact that they were more known for acting, and they will come later. The singers list is much harder to do. At least it kind of was for me, than acting. Picking actresses, I should say. I have a lot more actresses written down, and I have some subcategories, just so you guys know like what to expect from this. Kind of got to get this out of the way just so you guys know. We have singers, movies, TV, teen dramas, horror movies, wrestlers. These are people in the world of wrestling. I guess they don't have to be an actual wrestler. But yeah, those are the categories I have right now. Only a couple of them will allow a person to be featured twice. Like when we do the actresses, I'm not planning on having Hilary Duff in that because she's in this. But if they're in the actress or movies, I should say, because I have the actress separated by kind of medium there. So if an actress is in movies or if an actress is in teen drama, they will be allowed to also be in the horror movies one because that's going to be based off the character they're playing. Because it's like movie specific. So it's not going to be the person, it's going to be the character. So that's a little different, but I'm going to try and not to reuse the same people. And to qualify for this, to be allowed to be considered a dream damsel, you are not allowed to have had, well, here, I'll pull that, pull this off. I'm only allowed 10 images in here. It's such a pain in the ass. Let me see here. Where are we at? I think I still got that saved. Yeah, I still got this saved up here. Yeah, so basically, in order to be allowed to be featured, to be eligible for this, you are not allowed to have had a scene like this. So Alicia Cuthbert is not eligible to be here in the Dream Damsel list. Obviously, Kim Bauer was featured in our opening song, our song that's called, what's that called? Song's technically called Bound on the Screen, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, Bound on the Screen. I mean, I could rename it if I wanted to, but that's what we got right now. Oh, this son of a bitch. He's here. I just deleted the photo. Dude, I just roasted you. I roasted your guess from earlier. Before I roast him again while he's here. Yeah, to be eligible for this, you can't have had a scene like this. So if an actress had a legitimate duct tape gag scene like this, not a sloppy horror movie scene. It can't be like the Alexander Daddario scene from the 2013 Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? It's got to be clean and legit like this. So Alicia Cuthbert, Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, those type of actresses that have all had these legit scenes are excluded, right? It has to be a duct tape gag and it has to be a scene like this. So that really opens it up for a lot of people. Well, as far as like celebrities and stuff, it does. Obviously, if you're like a telenovela actress, you're not going to be able to qualify. So they've almost all had stuff. Hold on, I got to roast him again while he's in here. I had this prepared. Where'd it go? I was roasting your answer. The Dixie Chicks. Where's all your hundreds of core audience? What a dick. What a dick. They're all in bed because they're all good boys. Good boys and girls who have to be up early. Make sure they'll be up early on Sunday for church. That's why they're not here. Now, the Dixie Chicks. I called this earlier what we would call a low effort answer, right? Because anyone could look up the Dixie Chicks and see that they had hit songs in the 90s and are the wrong age, amongst other things. Not to mention it says two artists with two different genres of music. And the Dixie Chicks ladies are in a band. So that means they make their own music. Look, he's trying to form a bromance with Action Com. That's cute. But anyway, you missed a new AI intro song called Bound on the Screen that I debuted in this too. See? Stu's not the only one getting the AI treatment. The streamer guy is a nerd. Wow. This guy's a bigger troll than Barry. Okay, so what are we doing here? Okay, so the first thing we got to do is we got to go through our lineup, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, we got to go through the lineup. We have 20 famous singers in this. So I kind of laid down the ground rules. Like I said, they can't have ever had a legitimate scene. So these famous singers, most of them have never acted, in legitimate content where there would be a opportunity for that. So it's easy to do the singers. Pretty much you got your choice of basically anybody. And the 20 that have been picked, we're gonna run through the lineup if you want to mark these down. I got their images all loaded in the tier. Always be trolling. I got all their images loaded in the tier maker already. We'll discuss the rules for the tier maker when we get over there. So we're gonna run through the lineup. We got 20 famous singers, and we'll just start with the two that were already there in this photo. There's two singers revealed, Scareticulous. It's Miranda Lambert and Hilary Duff. If you look into them, you will see that my descriptions were accurate. It was easy, actually. Well, not really. You couldn't see their faces. But Corey here was impressed that he guessed Hilary Duff. He did. He actually did. He put it in here. I'm going to give him his credit again. Someone put the Olsen. Oh, Action Com. I didn't pull your the Olsen twins. Did they make music in the early 2000s, different genres? He's a funny guy. Where's the Hilary Duff comment? Yeah. Corey guessed 1 out of 2. So he gets props. Who the hell knows who this Lambert chick is? Are you kidding me? Oh boy. That's terrible. Go look up the Miranda Lambert kerosene video from 2004, and you will be hard pressed to find a finer woman. So yes, and one thing too, just to clarify, this is a Dream Damsels scenario here, right? Which means there's no scrubs here. Like, this isn't just like someone gave me a list of 20 women, 20 singers, and was just like, hey, rank these, and like some of them are like not attractive. So that's not a thing here. They're all extremely attractive. So there are no losers. And in order for me to tier rank them, that's going to be a little tween pop fan. She's like 42 and didn't start singing till didn't start being a celebrity till she was 20. She wasn't some teen singer. This guy. Well, he's going to keep it interesting. So we're starting with Miranda Lambert here. That's number 1. Then, and of course, I already removed the file. Ugh. I hate not being able to load all my files down here and keep them. Why is there a file limit? Number 2, then we have Hilary Duff, who was big singer about... Her singing career is now, like I said, she put out a new album recently. It actually has some really good stuff on it. I don't know if it's going to stick. I don't know if is Hilary Duff's new music getting any radio play? Bro, I can't even get I'm not even gonna quantify you with a pulling that up on the screen. Control yourself, Scareticulous. I'm not putting that up. Yeah, is Hilary Duff new music getting radio play? It should be, but I feel like it's not. I scan through FM radio while I'm driving, about an hour round trip, several days a week, and I have not heard her new music on the radio, which is going to be disappointing because then she's going to stop making it again. And I don't know what music she's had or movies she's done lately. I know she was in a TV show, radio. What's that? Yeah, but she was a big favorite of mine in high school. Radiohead, my favorite kind of head. This guy is the ultimate troll. He is as bad as Barry. Yeah, so those are our first 2, obviously. Now we're going to, here's one. We're going to Whitney Houston from the early 90s, from The Bodyguard. And I do plan on doing an actual like Dream Damsels little series with probably like say 8 to 10 minute videos. It's got to be at least 8 minutes to get the ad breaks. Um, but something where I probably use some AI generated images to create a scenario from the film that could have happened and kind of narrate it or explain. And the bodyguard is a one that haven't seen the bodyguard. Haven't seen the bodyguard. That is that that's a good one, Action Com. The Bodyguard's one of my favorite movies. That's one of Kevin Costner's best performances. And the some of the dialogue between these two is absolutely hilarious, especially the part where she wakes up in the morning, starts bitching at him, and he looks over at her. She starts yelling at him not to judge her and stuff, and he goes, "Oh, come on! I didn't tell you to everyone in the hotel." It's one of it's one of the best lines. If you know that line, you'll know how funny that is. No, The Bodyguard's a great movie. The hitman in it definitely. Well, that's the whole thing. He wouldn't be able to kidnap Whitney in the movie because he's been contracted to delete her. So there'd be no. That's the problem with it. But Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard is extremely attractive, and I will have another custom photo. This one here isn't custom. I'll have a custom photo later. So that's number 3. Then we're going to, and this one should be no surprise, Britney Spears from the late 90s, early 2000s, before she went crazy. Obviously, she has to be on here. Um, you know, I'm going to remove this. Sorry, dealing with the images down here. Got to delete. That is a pain in the ass. Yeah, obviously no shock here. So what? She's what, number 4? Somewhat keep track for me at home because there's going to be 20. Remember, I can't load all the images. I have to delete them, so I'm going to lose track if I don't keep track. But yeah, Britney before she went crazy. When that what was it? Crossroads, one of those shitty movies. When they tried putting these big name singers in a movie. She had that like. It wasn't a teen movie, but it was like one of those girl drama movies called Crossroads. I think it was Crossroads. Yeah, it wasn't going to have a DID scene in it, but yeah, Whitney Houston and Britney Spears went crazy. Britney Spears was doing good for a while. She was up until recently. Uh, she has her phases, I guess, but yeah. So yeah, that Crossroads movie was never going to get a scene. It wasn't going to happen. Then if we have Britney, you have to have Christina, obviously. The same time, she was in that Moulin Rouge movie, right? Wasn't she? There was quite a few singers in that. And, I think I have, is this customized? No, public. Do I have it here? Yeah. Yeah. Then we have this. I made this. We'll just throw this one out here. Yeah, this is from one of I made this. This is a real photo minus the tape. They presented together at one of those award shows. This is one of those like rivalries, you know. That was one of those things. Like I feel like Britney came on first, and I feel like the music industry like grabbed Christina Aguilera to compete with her. Or weren't they in that Mickey Mouse Club together? Like those two and Justin Timberlake and Kerry Russell was in that. Ryan Gosling, maybe that Mickey Mouse Club thing where they did like acting and singing. Some of them were only actors, not or maybe I don't know. I don't know if they all did singing. I don't know if Kerry Russell ever did singing. But yeah, I feel like when Britney Spears, when they were making her into like a star, I feel like they grabbed Christina Aguilera as like competition to create a rivalry. That was like a big thing at the time. If you remember, it was Britney versus Christina. They never did anything. They always do that. That's always a thing. Because with Hillary Duff, it was like Hillary Duff versus Lindsay Lohan. They always kind of do that. They put them out there together. Sir, you couldn't be any more wrong. See, this guy here is not really one of us. He's an outsider. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand that the tape goes with the lips. He doesn't get it. But that's okay. We're here to help him. We're here to help him. Thank you for keeping score at home. This is going to help. They found out we were going to be on stage with Madonna again and they found out that That's good. That's good. Who was that? Britney? That was Britney and Madonna that did the kiss. That was. Did Madonna just grab her and kiss her, or was that planned? I can't remember. Or did Britney grab Madonna and kiss her because Britney's crazy? That's a good. That's funny. That is funny. Let me see here. We're gonna move away there. Yeah, and while we're on the topic, while we're on that, can everyone just take a second and kind of appreciate Hillary Duff? Can we just like everyone, here's the thing about her. I'm just gonna jump back to her. She's already been covered, but Hillary Duff is like one of the only like child stars that I can think of who legitimately never had a problem, right? Like she never had the drugs or the alcohol or the problem with the parents and like spiraling out of control, getting arrested. She ended up starting a family. Like I said, she had 4 kids. When that's the thing, being a child star and a teen star, her success when she was a teenager didn't translate over into being an adult. Like she had some roles in like 2004, 2005, 2006. But she kind of faded out of acting and her music career stopped, and she started a family and then got back into acting, but she was able to adapt to not being famous really anymore and just went on and lived a normal life and then rebuilt her career and never had any problems. She's like probably one of the most respectable people, like especially of the millennial generation, that deserves so much more credit than she's ever gotten. Movie name Election. Hillary Duff's in the movie with Matthew Broderick. Oh, when you said high school movie with Matthew Broderick, I just thought you were talking about Ferris Bueller and being a smartass instantly. Are you though? Are you a normie? Just because you're not familiar with this, I don't know if that makes you normal. Let me see here. So we're at what, 5? Reese Witherspoon is not a singer. Well, she probably does sing. All these people are multi-talented and do shit, but I don't think she ever had an album. Yeah, then we're going to move to number 6. Shakira. Yeah. Oh, Reese Witherspoon getting ran over by Matthew Broderick. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that seems a little more. Hillary Duff was in that movie with Heather Locklear, The Perfect Man or whatever. That was towards the end of when she was kind of fading out. She was in that Cheaper by the Dozen movie. But Shakira, young Shakira, you go back to like 2000, 2001, good Lord. Go watch the music videos from back then. That is something. How many? I got to remove stuff. Got to remove people. Got to remove these photos. 6, Shakira. This man is helping immensely. Then, now here we go. Everyone has to get on board with this. This has got to be... the fact that more people didn't throw names out like this or put this in the post. Well, what's going on here? There we go. Shania Twain obviously has to be on this list, and she's actually done some acting. In fact, wasn't it? She ended up in a movie somewhat recently. I think opposite of Tim McGraw, they were doing a movie together. I think it was a movie. Yeah. Um, she's done a little bit of acting, but nothing. I don't think she did any acting back in the 90s or early 2000s when she was big time. Like when she was big, when she was like country music Madonna, like the queen of country for a handful of years. I don't think she ever did any acting, but this has to be like high on the list for most people. Go back and watch the Shania Twain music videos from the late 90s, early 2000s. Then we got also okay, we got a newer one here. This one of my personal favorites. Kelsey Ballerini, country artist that came out about 10 years ago, still very popular. Yeah. Go back and watch her music videos from like 2015, 2016. Ridiculous. She's next level. She did a guest appearance on that Dr. Odyssey show, that one that got canceled recently. I think that was her first ever acting role. Yeah. And I know she did not get the treatment in the episode, but unfortunately, but this is one I'm surprised that she wasn't like snatched to do like real acting roles like early. Um yeah, that's top notch. Let me see here. We're number 8. Number 9. Who do we have here? Oh, yeah. Got to do this. And I think somebody before in a different um I'm complaining about not having room and I have Shakira's picture up here twice. Um I think some people I remember back, I believe it was '07. There was Larry the Cable Guy Christmas Spectrum with the closing end as Mama and his family tying up Shania Twain look-alike. Really? That's interesting. Huh. Don't know about that. That's a new one. That don't impress me much. Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't like Shania Twain's more trendy music. Um, but she definitely had some good songs. Let me see. This one, when I did the Dream Damsels post a long time ago, we've been talking about doing stuff like this for a while. I got some more time. I figured a live stream with the tier maker to get this going. There's going to be some custom images here that I've got for this one. I didn't have a lot of time to commit to like going full board, like trying to create scenarios or anything. That'd be for a long form video at some point. But when I asked this question in the past, some people definitely put this on here. Went with this one for sure. Mariah Carey, obviously would have to be on this. This is like early 90s Mariah Carey. Yeah, she has to be on this list for sure. And she has different looks too. Like as she aged, her looks definitely varied a lot more than most women, I would say. Like this is an image of her from, I don't know, not that long later, like between 5 to 10 years, late 90s, maybe. I mean, you can see she looks quite different, whether it's the hair or just the looks. And I guess, she looks amazing both ways. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and remove some of these. I had two different people, the image on here two times. Stupid. Let me see. Still, you're only allowed 10 images, which is a real pain in the ass. Real pain in the ass. Let me see. Okay. Who's next? Yeah. This one is also one that is obvious for obvious reasons. Carrie Underwood obviously has to be on this list. And, her and Miranda Lambert have collaborated before. They have a song called Something Bad, and that music video is like screaming for there to be a DID scene with both of them in it. It's unbelievable. And they even yell out the line kidnapping in the song. It's ridiculous. It's one of like the biggest teases in history. And this is a shot from that video. Right, as a Mission Impossible Mission Force agent. That's supposed to be a Mission Impossible agent? Impossible, I'm not sure about that. Impossible Mission Force agent. Is that because of the looks? Like you're talking about like the Mission Impossible mask? I'm not sure. Spice Girls got to be on this list. The Spice Girls are not on this list. I don't have any of them on here. I would never put a full band on here. That's the thing. It's individual people. Maybe I should have specified that. I wouldn't have had someone guess the Dixie Chicks. But no, I don't have any bands. And no, individuals only. The Spice Girls, Spice Girls never impressed me. Spice Girls never impressed me. They were big. They didn't have a lot of well-known songs. They're in fact, the Spice Girls are damn near a one-hit wonder. Damn near. If you ask anybody, name all of your favorite Spice Girls songs, I bet you they can only come up with the one. Most people. That's true. Oh, yeah. I made this custom photo with Miranda and Carrie through ChatGPT, and look what it came up. Look what it wrote. Rock rebels with taped mouths. It's so funny. Here, I'm going to do a movie reference. Tell me what movie this was. I mentioned it earlier tonight on a different stream. She's so amusing. Does anyone know what that line is? What that's from? I'd be impressed. Name of the Ethan Hunt. Yeah, this guy's. I figured as much. Did you mean to write Impossible Mission Force? Is that what it's called in the movie? Impossible Mission Force? Huh. Mine was Victoria Beckham of the Spice Girls. See, I've never thought anything of her. I'll be honest. That's just me personally. I don't. Okay. I can't translate this. Danny, you should put your stuff through a translator and put it through to English. Because I can't copy and paste this, I don't think. I'd have to go into the chat studio, and I'm not in that. But I think I know what he's saying here. He's talking about the Mariah Carey music video, Honey, which she is handcuffed. I believe her hands are handcuffed behind her back, and she's sitting on a chair, and then she jumps out of the chair and dives off the balcony into a swimming pool. I watch a lot of MTV Classics, so I've seen this video recently, and I never knew about it till I saw it, but that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the Mariah Carey Honey music video. ActionCom, if you want to translate his stuff for him, feel free. You're keeping up with everything else, but that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the Mariah Carey Honey music video for sure. Yeah, that is a missed opportunity. But then again, if she's duct taped, she can't sing in the video, right? Kind of a problem. That's why these singers can't have anything happen to them. What was the most recent one we did was Carrie Underwood. So we're gonna move on to number 11. Number 11 is, and this is somebody that has been featured on the KK way back when it was the Kidnappers Corner almost 20 years ago. This actress was featured during Arnold Schwarzenegger week in a missed opportunity. Because remember, there's all those scenes. Well, no, there is an actual scene in that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that we showed, but this other actress was the female lead, the star, who did not get the treatment, but certainly could have at the end. I don't have that image here. I didn't bother to find it. Wait, do I have it? Hold on. I might have it. Yeah, I do have a shot of it. Okay. I'm gonna put it in here just because, but just to show it off. It's an old image, really old image. Um, Let me see. Yeah, right here. This is it. Uh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, Corey. You're good. Dude, Corey's good. Look at this. Yeah, Vanessa Williams from Eraser, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. And here's the custom image I made way back then at the end, because this certainly could have happened at the end of the film. There was an opportunity for it, for sure. Yeah, Vanessa Williams, 80s, early 90s, one of the most beautiful women alive. Yeah, I would go check out the Save the Best for Last music video for sure. She was Miss America until they stripped her of her title way after because of, I guess, inappropriate photos they deemed. But yeah, like that Vanessa Williams from that time, unbelievable. And she was, you know what? Uh she definitely could have just been considered an actress for this too. She has enough acting credits under her belt where she could have just been considered an actress, but singing is how she really started getting famous. And what was the oh yeah, she did the Pocahontas song from the Disney movie Colors of the Wind. That was kind of one thing that really put her up on the map. Let me see. I was born in the 90s, pal. My birthday is next month. So, yeah. Huh. You know, it's interesting, Corey. I think Samantha and I always thought you were really young, but that was a while ago. That was, God, almost, that was 8 years ago. Time flies, man. Time flies. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. Where are we moving to next? Oh, we're moving to another person who has passed. Uh, Whitney Houston obviously had passed, and yeah, this girl was becoming a bona fide movie star. She was a very popular singer, and it's crazy to think of what she may have become. Of course, I'm talking about baby girl Aaliyah. This would have been, yeah, she was becoming an actual movie star. She did some action movies where she absolutely could have had a scene. Romeo Must Die, the movie with Jet Li. This was she was in a position where she probably could have ended up having one of these scenes if she would have ended up continuing to do action movies like that. But unfortunately, she died in a plane crash at the age of 22. And you know, it's crazy to think because she has a lot of famous songs and movies all by the age of 22. And it's crazy to think now she would be what should be 47, 48. It's crazy to think how many things, how many movies, how much music she would have made. Sometimes it's crazy to think about that stuff with some of these people who passed away. But then again, we don't know that. You know, I feel like some of these people's careers are almost protected because they did pass away. Like if you look at, say, like Tupac, Tupac, if you compare these three actors and musicians, and one of which was very good friend with Aaliyah, DMX. So if you look at Tupac, Aaliyah, and DMX, it's interesting because Tupac and Aaliyah died very young, very young. DMX died recently at the age of 50. But the thing of it is, he was a huge musician and a bona fide movie star as well. He was in movies with Aaliyah. They were in weren't they in a movie together? I think they were. Was it Exit Wounds, or I think they were in a movie together. Or was DMX in Romeo Must Die? I'm not sure. They did collaborate. They did music together. They were very close. He did a whole tribute thing to her for her when she died. I can't remember if they were in a movie together or not, but they were doing similar type movies. And DMX was on top of the world, right? But then he wasn't anymore. And the new music stopped, really. And the movies really stopped. And, he had all kinds of problems and he passed away. That's the crazy thing, is that we don't know if Aaliyah would not have passed away, if she would still be on top of the world today or not, or if she would have faded out. It's hard to say. We think, I don't know. Even with like Tupac, it's hard to say. He was a movie star too, actually becoming one. We had been in quite a few movies, and actually one of those movies we're going to next has Tupac in it. Our next person on this list has to be a young, early 90s Janet Jackson. This is from Poetic Justice, the movie with Tupac I was referencing. Yeah. Janet Jackson is incredible in that film. This is someone I almost forgot about. I don't think she did much acting. I think Poetic Justice was about it, as far as I know. She may have done a few other things, but in 92, she was huge. And yeah, that's not a good pick. This isn't a good pick. I don't know about that, sir. I don't know about that. We'll try another one. Look at this guy. He's a critic. Scarticulus must have passed out. He's out of here. He's not trolling anymore, unless he's just listening. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, I have some custom picks for Janet Jackson as well. Some stuff I did here. I know Beyonce is on the list. Look at this fucker. I know Beyonce is on the list. He knows Beyonce is on the list. I know Beyonce. Beyonce. This guy. Well, yeah. And remember, she was in the Austin Powers movie. Remember that? Remember the Austin Powers movie? Yep. Everyone remembers that. That movie did not have a scene. Yeah, baby, yeah. Austin Powers. Yeah, she wasn't really known yet then. I mean, Destiny's Child was around and popular, but I feel like people didn't know Beyonce. And just so you know, these are not ranked. I'm not ranking these in order. We're doing that on the tier maker. We're gonna rank them based off of, I don't know. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that yet. I'm just listing these. These are not ordered. This is not a chronological ordering of I'm just putting them out there so you guys know who's involved. Let me see. Somebody already mentioned Daisy Duke here earlier. Jessica Simpson obviously has to be on this list. Another one who did some acting, that Dukes of Hazzard and That's a huge missed opportunity. The fact that they didn't do some kind of scene for her is crazy. Crazy. And then what, Employee of the Month, that movie with Dane Cook. She obviously had a lot of stuff. But she's more known as a singer, I think, than an actress. She's one that could have been both. And right here we have in the comments, we have a comment here. We've got a comment. And, you know, you guys are helping me out. You're helping me push this through a little bit. You certainly are. You guys certainly are helping me push it along. Jennifer Lopez on the list. This is another one. Could be singer, could be actress. Honestly, what do you think Jennifer Lopez is most known for? Singing or acting? She's one word is probably a complete split decision. Probably a complete split decision. I think you know what, her acting was before singing. The Money Train, she was on what, in Living Color? Was it in Living Color or Mad TV? I think in Living Color. And The Money Train with Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson, that was before her music came out, for sure. But her music was very, very popular as well. I don't know if she's had any best known for her chaotic romantic life. You know what? He's 100% correct. 100% correct. That is true. Bennifer. It wasn't just that. She was supposed to be marrying Alex Rodriguez. Remember, she was on SNL. I had the best summer of my life. I did all this. I got engaged to a Yankee. Well, she was all, New York girl. I got engaged to a Yankee. She was getting to marry A-Rod and, Living Color. She could have had a scene on there, but a huge missed opportunity. Hanging a movie called Enough. And you know what the biggest missed opportunity for her probably is? She was in that show with Ray Liotta. What was it? Something Blue? Something Blue. That cop show with Ray Liotta, or I think the show was, I don't know if the show was still going when he passed or if it had just ended, but that was a cop show where she absolutely should have had something. I mean, that's not, 90s J-Lo. That was a somewhat recent show. But yeah, let's keep her going here. Boy, I've been streaming a lot longer than I thought I was going to be with this. I thought this whole thing was going to be like an hour, maybe. Yeah, obviously, she's such a diva. I want to see humbled in a full treatment scene. Well, we don't always get what we want, Obviously, Taylor Swift was going to be on the list. Young, curly-haired Taylor Swift was going to be on the list. We knew this was coming, I'm sure. Sabrina Carpenter on this list. I got to be honest, I don't know her well. She's newer. I'm becoming an old man. I don't follow the new trendy stuff. I just don't. So Sabrina Carpenter is not on the list. I know what she looks like. She's good looking, obviously. But yeah, let me see. Where are we going next? We're getting close to the end here. We're getting close to wrapping it up. Okay, this one was probably pretty obviously coming. Gwen Stefani obviously has to be on this list. I hope Action Com didn't. Oh, there you go. 16 Taylor Swift. Yeah, Gwen Stefani, young Gwen Stefani was going to have to be on this list for sure. Rihanna's not on this list. She missed the list. I've never been big on her. This is my personal opinion. Truthfully, I've never been huge on Gwen Stefani either. I like her music. I like No Doubt. I like some of her solo music, not all of it. Then again, I don't like all of No Doubt's music either. Crime Scene played Grand Theft Auto 5. Not related to this at all. But there is a DID scene in Grand Theft Auto 5, isn't there? Because I covered it back on Video Games Week. If you go back through the KK playlist, you'll find the Grand Theft Auto 5 cleave gag scene. I think that's 5. Maybe it's 4. Or maybe there's a different scene in 5 that I might have saved but not covered. Possibly. I know there ended up being some scenes in those games. Let me see. Okay, here's one from about 2009. Katy Perry from the late 2000s. Of course, that one was going to be on here. We're getting down to it. We're getting near the end. Getting near the end of the list. Yeah, and again, these were not these are not in order at all. The guest that Scareticulous had in his second attempt. Yeah, and Katy Perry looks a lot like Zooey Deschanel, who had a scene. So I guess that's the closest we're getting to young Katy Perry. But Katy Perry is more attractive than Zoe, I would say. Nothing against Zoe. She's hot, but Katie was a little next level. Then we're going to. Are there any games you want Red Dead Redemption 2? I don't know. Is that the one where you can rope someone up and carry him over the shoulder and put him on a horse with you? I've seen that game. I'm not sure. Never played it. Miley Cyrus, 2009-ish. Like the last song. Isn't that the last song? I think that's what that called, the Nicholas Sparks movie. Yeah, it's like 2009-ish. Miley Cyrus, of course. Actually, I had forgot about Miley Cyrus till Scareticulous brought her up. So he kind of added to this. Next time we do one of these, we are going to do it a little earlier. I feel like we're a little late. Is Pink the singer your dream damsel by any chance? Oh, sir, were you talking about the blurred thumbnail? Because we went over it already. I guess so. Just in case anyone is joining late, the blurred thumbnail. Hold on, let me delete some of these old images up here. Only allowed 10 at a time. The blurred thumbnail was in fact Miranda Lambert and Hilary Duff. The clues fit. Pink's not a bad guess because she was emerging in the early 2000s. I think she was a little bit older than these ladies were, possibly, but maybe not. But yeah, Pink's not on my dream damsels list. She's not. What do we have? We're at 19. We've only got one more. Who was it? Who did I miss? I might have skipped someone because they looked too much like the previous person. I was doing that for a while. I missed somebody. We got Gwen. We got Taylor. We got Katie. We got Miley. We got Vanessa. We got Jessica Simpson. We got Aaliyah. Janet Jackson. Yeah, Vanessa, Kelsey, Shania, Mariah, Christina, Hillary. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. We're missing somebody. Who are we missing? What the F? Okay, hold on. Janet, Young Swift, Katie, Beyonce, Gwen, J-Lo, Simpson, Aaliyah, Miranda, Vanessa, Underwood, Hillary. Okay, we got a problem here. Whitney, 2, 3. I gotta add Miley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh God. 3 to 22. Oh, it's only 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No. What the? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Who am I missing? Or Action Com, did you miss somebody? Because we're at 19 with Miley Cyrus. Who'd you miss? I ran all these off, didn't I? Didn't I say Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Shakira, Shania, Hilary Duff, Kelsey Ballerini, Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert. Do I have anyone on here twice or something? Vanessa, Aaliyah, Simpson, J-Lo, Gwen, Beyonce, Katy Perry, Young, Taylor Swift, Janet, and Miley. Do I have someone on here twice? I don't think so. What happened? Why don't we have 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I didn't miss any of these people, did I? Miley Cyrus, Janet Jackson, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Beyonce, Gwen, J-Lo, Jessica Simpson, Aaliyah, Vanessa Williams, Miranda Lambert, Carrie Underwood, Kelsey Ballerini, Hilary Duff, Shania Twain, Shakira, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston. I covered all those. I know I did. How did we only get 19 instead of 20? Huh. ActionCom, you had one job. You had one job, sir. And this is the last one, and it doesn't say 20. I didn't miss any of those people I listed off, did I? I don't think so. I don't think. Oh well. We're moving to the tier maker, folks. Britney Spears is number 4. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you only have 19 on here. You must have missed something. Let me see here. Okay, we are going to go to the tier maker. And this is where yeah, here it is. The tier maker program. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They're all here. So we have three lists. We got 3 lists. The A list, the mid card, and the backup plan. Okay, where I have to try and rank these and try and see what we're doing here. Where are we going? This is tough. Based off of all the things. And so we got 20 people, 3 lists. The A list, we are only allowed 6 people. I'm only allowed to put 6 of these ladies in the A list for me. That's what we're doing here. Who should they be? Who do you guys think are A-listers for the Dream Damsel of those 20? A-list. Who would you guys of those 20 for sure put in the A list? While we do that, I'm going to show some custom photos. This is a Carrie Underwood Something Bad music video, custom photo. Doesn't look bad. ChatGPT did a decent job on this. And you know what's funny? ChatGPT says inappropriate request, but yet it makes it anyway. About a week ago or so, it stopped. It wouldn't allow duct tape gags anymore. And then it fixed itself. I think it doesn't allow them unless you can convince it that it's like purely for comedy or there's not actual restraint. You know, these AI programs are so prejudicial against DID content creators, legitimate content creators not making anything sexual, right? and they're trying to say, because that's a real person, you're restraining them. That's not good for us, right? These AI programs are going to have to open up, or else we're not going to be able to make movies properly using AI, right? Not going to be able to make action movies, right? Because they're gonna deny us that. So ActionCom says Shania Twain. You know what? Of all, I'm gonna look at all of these 20 and try and decide who I think of the 20 is my number one. My number one, if there was something where I was going to do something, and maybe in the next stream I'll produce an image, some images um, to show off, because I didn't have a lot of time to make these. I've been pretty busy this week. I made a lot of custom images, but nothing too in depth, or maybe it'll just be a separate video. If I had to pick one, Corey's gonna like this. If I had to pick one of these 20 ladies, one of them that they got a DID scene in their prime or whatever, I'm going with Hillary Duff. I just am. I love Hillary Duff. That's just my generation. Oh, it was Corey that said Twain, not ActionCom. Sorry, I'm getting you guys mixed up. I'm not reading who's writing what. Sorry about that. ActionCom, you're gonna have to give me a diagnosis as to how we only got to 19 instead of 20, because I was watching you put every one of them down there. I know I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, I'd have to say Hillary Duff is like my number one of those 20. She has to be my number one. She just does. And I have this custom photo here, which, let me see. I already showed the Brittany and Christina. I do have a the Romeo Must Die custom photo here of Aaliyah. This is a good one. This would have been, and I have to say, I probably told you guys this before, possibly the Darlene Love scene in Lethal Weapon 2. I love, pun intended, Darlene Love. I do love the way that duct tape looks on a black woman. The way the contrast of the silver light gray on the dark skin. Yeah. This it does look great. So yeah, I would say, absolutely. Aaliyah would be a top candidate. I'm not sure if I'm putting her up in that top 6 though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's okay, man. Honest mistakes happen. I didn't. The thing was, I didn't think you missed anybody. I was watching them all as they came through. I must have rammed 2 together pretty quick. Or did are you saying Jessica Simpson and Vanessa Williams on the? Are you saying these for the top 6? For the top 6? Maybe it's easier for me to go down more, to do the backup plan ones, to start there. Just based off of everything. Man, this is tough. As much as I like her, I'm gonna definitely put Gwen Stefani in the backup plan section. Yeah, I have to put Gwen Stefani in the back. Excuse me? Hillary Duff was tied up in tape gig with her husband for a Christmas shoot? Do you have evidence of this? You're going to have to supply me with something here, Corey. You're not allowed to. You need to email me. Okay. I'm gonna put it right here in the email, Corey. Corey, you now have an assignment. You have an assignment. You have to email me, thecrimescene@gmail.com. You have to send me some evidence of this. Hillary Duff was tied up in tape gag with her husband for a Christmas shoot. Yes, you have proof. Well, email it. Email it to me, Corey. I don't know if I'm going to have it on this stream or not, but I need this. You know this? Good Lord. How do I not know this? Man, I feel like I'm not doing my job here at all. Backup plan. See, this is so tough. Like I said, these aren't scrubs. Backup. You know what? This is so difficult. This backup plan. I'm gonna go with Britney Spears. I'm gonna throw Britney in there. It's no shade. I like Britney, and I'm also gonna throw Katy Perry in the backup plan list. Is Hillary Duff going to be stripped of her damsel virgin status like Vanessa Williams? Like Vanessa Williams getting stripped of her Miss America. No, I mean, I guess it would depend on what this supposed scene that Corey is saying he has proof of is. If it's like her and her husband with like each one, like one wearing a green tape gag and the other wearing a red tape gag, and it's like they're in like Christmas PJs or something, obviously that's not going to count. Right? We can't count that, but I guess it's going to depend what it is. Okay, we're going to move forward. You know what? Backup plan. I'm going to throw Beyonce in there too. I'm going to throw Beyonce in the backup. If we're only allowed 6 on the A list, that means we're allowed only 6 on the mid card, and that means 8 go to the backup plan, right? That's how we're going to do this. Maybe it's time to get a mid-carder in there. For the mid-carder, I'm going to start off with Vanessa Williams. I'm throwing Vanessa Williams on. Okay, Corey has just sent me something here. They did one of those Christmas card things. Oh, Hillary Duff. Oh, Hillary. You know what? This doesn't count. I mean, it's something. It's something, right? It's actually real. Corey delivered. I'm gonna put it up here. Yes, sir. To paraphrase Vanessa, what photographs? You're welcome. Little shoot for Chris. I will say though, the tape looks duct. It does. It does. It does. Here it comes. I got it coming up here. It's one of those. I have a whole collection of these Christmas card things. That's why I mentioned, well, not a whole collection. I got a handful of them saved when I saw them. This was a trend a few years ago. So that is Hillary Duff. Looks like duct tape. It looks like duct tape. That, it might not be though. It could be something. It could be like a clear tape or something. It's hard to say. But that is as legit as we're going to get, I suppose, unless she does some more acting. I mean, she still looks amazing. If she had a scene right now, I would not complain. It's kind of different for a lot of these actors, right? A lot of these people from the 90s, they're past their DID prime. Not to say we still don't want them to get a scene, but it's not the same anymore as it once was. I do have some other. I'm going to throw some other images up here before we go back to the tier maker. Let me see. What haven't I shown? Showed Carrie. Showed Aaliyah. I'm not sure if I showed the Kelsey Ballerini one here. That's a nice one. We got the big lips in there. That's a good one. It's a good one. Where's my fucking Max Caulfield at? I need my Max Caulfield. That's a good one. I'm gonna have it for next one, right? Perfect Tenant, Max Caulfield. I should have had Stacy's character from Perfect Tenant mentioned in that song. I didn't tell Addison. Addison, if you're listening, when you go to record your next song, remember Addison, Stacy Hogue. We'll get it next time. This is a great shot, though. And you know what? I gotta be honest. Just from this shot alone, from that shot alone, Kelsey Ballerini would go A-list. Kelsey Ballerini is A-list next to Hilary Duff. It was going to be hard for me to not dreaming of a moving Christmas. Hey, he's going to find out who's naughty or nice, right? 309 will be here soon. Well, next week, public will get 308. Members will receive 313. The Belgian scene, Belgian waffle. In fact, hold on a minute. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek. Hold on, I'm just deleting some old stuff here. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of that KK thumbnail coming. Oh, I know Action Com. I already showed you these. I'll show you this one here. This is this is a 313 thumbnail. It's a mixed tag scene, as you can see, but you got the sweetest thing in the whole damn thing is that Belgian waffle in the background, isn't it? It's got to be. Hilary Duff's sister had a scene from a movie. Send me that information too, sir. Send me that as well. Corey, man, why haven't you bought any of our live action titles? You know? Do you have a channel membership? See, I always thought you were younger, but man, you don't have our live action titles. I don't know what you're doing, man. I don't know what you're depriving yourself of. Good Lord, man. You need to man, you haven't bought any of our content. Not that I'm trying to be a salesman here, but man, let me see. I'm going to throw up another, or we're going to go back to the tier maker here. We're going to select another mid-carder. Mid-card. This is tough. Only 4 more for the backup plan. For the A-list of all these, I have to think. I'm throwing Underwood up on the A-list. Look at is there something I really like here? Are we seeing a pattern of certain ladies I really, really like? Is there something to be said here? And it's tough. What is that? Are you guys hearing this? What the fuck? Damn. Sorry about that. I didn't mute Did you guys hear that? Look at this man shilling for. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that ad start playing with that woman talking? It was the tier maker site. I didn't mute it. I didn't know I had to. I didn't know it would start playing audio from ads without me telling it to. Did you guys hear that? Yeah. Hopefully you didn't. I was just talking about a car ad or something. I muted it now. Let me see here. Yeah, it probably blocked it out because I have the AI noise blocker, the noise that comes out of the computer. Yeah, I didn't realize I needed to mute that tab. I really didn't think it was going to, start playing audio from ads. Pretty stupid. Um, I get it, man. I know it's tough, but with it being, you've been watching for so long. It's just again, I'm not trying to, say, I can't believe you did it. It seems like with this much time, you'd have like saved for something, right? Because we have so much, and there's, I figured you literally wouldn't be impossible for you to resist, right? Well, that's good. I'm glad you're hoping to buy soon, and I'm glad you didn't hear shit. And hopefully, I will remind me from now on to mute that fucking tier maker site. I never would have imagined it would just start playing shit. Let me see. Yeah, are we seeing a pattern here? Hillary Duff, Kelsey Ballerini, Carrie Underwood, a little bit of a pattern. Let's break the pattern. That's a goal. We're going to, you know what? I'm going to put Jessica Simpson in the backup plan. See, she looks, Brittany and Jessica look just, Gwen, Brittany and Jessica look just like, blonde hair, and they're down in the backup plan. So there's no coincidence. I mean, there's no, it's not like, oh, all the blondes are going up on the A list. We got what? 3 blondes down in the backup plan. Let me see. Mid card, we're throwing Christina Aguilera in the mid card. She beats Britney in this. That's right. I have Christina Aguilera higher as a dream damsel than Britney Spears. I do. What do you guys think? What do you got? Oh, yeah, you can't see the tier because I didn't put it up. What a dumbass I am. Hold on a second. What the? Oh, there it is. Maybe that's why you didn't hear anything either. Because no. Would you hear audio coming from it if I had it loaded up? I don't know. Probably not. Yeah. So this is where we're at. We got Hillary, Kelsey, and Carrie on the A list. Then we got Vanessa and Christina in the mid card. We have 5 backup plan: Gwen Stefani, Britney Spears, Katy Perry, Beyonce, and Jessica Simpson. So what do you guys think of this so far? Who would you rearrange where? I'm not saying this is, I am allowed possibly to make changes here. These aren't firmly set, right? They're not firm. I could make modification if I wanted to, but the odds of that happening are low. I did some little pop group photos here of some of these ladies. 5 of them are missing because I just didn't get to it in time. ChatGPT was giving me a shit ton of problems. And you know why I think it was giving me a shit ton of problems? Because Taylor Swift was in the image. I believe, listen to me, here's a conspiracy. I've got a conspiracy for everyone. Listen to me. I think that somehow Taylor Swift has special ChatGPT privileges that try to prevent people from using her image to make shit. Taylor Swift, I believe, from just what I experienced, Taylor Swift has some kind of power with ChatGPT. I'm just saying. Now, that being said, let's see what I generated with Taylor Swift. This is a little like pop group photo. Where's she at in her white chucks? There we go. I just kind of threw these girls into some casual outfits. Not that I like the looks of these outfits, right? Because you guys know that I absolutely hate white socks on these girls. I hate them. But for some reason, they're here. This is Shakira, Carrie Underwood, Taylor Swift, Mariah Carey, and Vanessa Williams on stage in like a little pop group, right? And Action Com, if you know, I'm sure you probably want me to email you these photos, right? You know what it was saying? It was saying that the outfits were inappropriate. It was trying to say that. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I made 2 photos prior to this, right? And with the exact same prompt for the outfits, varying different forms of jean shorts, tank tops, either the black boots or different colored Converses. And I definitely didn't tell them to put the white socks on there. I definitely didn't say that. I don't know why it did it. I don't know why it put that on there like that. Yeah, but it did. I do hate the wolf and dances with. I do. Daisy Dukes, inappropriate. This is the thing. Well, here's what it tried telling me. It tried telling me I was asking for like short shorts. I didn't say Daisy Dukes. I didn't say short shorts. I said the exact prompt said different versions of jean shorts. It didn't even say cutoff. It didn't say short. It just said different. So there's like one with camo. You see, she has Carrie Underwood has black shorts on. You know, so there's different varying white. I mean, I didn't ask for that, right? But I did this prompt twice before with other people other than Taylor Swift, right? And it wasn't freaking out. It actually produced this image along with an image display. Here, I'm going to load it just for laughs so you guys can see this, what it displayed. It displayed that image, okay? It said, which one do you like better? Select 1 or 2. That image that is currently on the screen, and then this image. Read this. This video requests the sexualized suggested content for real life to be shown wearing revealing outfits. I didn't ask for any revealing outfits. And I love how it gave me a choice. It gave me a choice. Which one do you like better? This one or this one? I don't know. Which one do we like better? That's interesting. But again, that prompt had nothing inappropriate. And when you ask it, ActionCom has something there that I can't load on here. It's probably one of our emojis. Is it one of our emojis? I don't have the chat loaded in Studio. So that's what sucks about this is I can't load our custom emojis in the StreamYard. Why that isn't implemented, I don't know, but I can't do it. So yeah, that is unfortunate. And I may make more of these for next time. But yeah, that's one there. It finally and if you like ask ChatGPT to put the duct tape gags on them, it'll say inappropriate request, but normally it will still make them with no problems, except for about a week ago when it stopped for like a day. Yeah, I can't show it. Just was it the Alba Cleave, or I can't remember what they all are. I can't show the custom emojis on here. People in the chat can see them. Feel free to post them. I'm not going to tell you to stop posting them. But I can't show them on here where they won't load. Dumb. I don't know why StreamYard doesn't have that implemented, But yeah, it's crazy that I really believe that it was Taylor Swift that was setting off the problems. I honestly believe that. I really believe it. Let's get back here. You said Whitney should be mid-card. You know what? I'm going to throw... Oh, man. This is where it's getting tougher for me. I'm going to throw J-Lo in the mid-card. Throwing J-Lo in the mid-card. We need another A-lister. If I had to select, you know what? Listen, I think that Prime Whitney, I think that Prime Whitney might be A-list. I really do. And here, I'm going to try and sell you on that. This looks so very reminiscent of Darlene Love from Lethal Weapon 2. This is a shot from The Bodyguard. Check this out, sir. Obviously, I made this, but that's a real Bodyguard shot with that on there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that, you said Whitney needs to be mid-tier. I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow is right. Yeah, The Bodyguard in general, just Whitney. I think Whitney's going A-list. Yeah, Whitney's going A-list, which probably shocks a lot of people. I think a lot of people would not have seen that coming. I think a lot of people wouldn't have seen that coming. But yeah, notice our viewers shot up. We're up to 10. Somehow they knew. Britney Spears, Selena Gomez, Kyler Swift. He's probably trying to avoid getting banned because she has special powers. You just missed it if you weren't here. Taylor Swift has special chat GPT powers. Hopefully everyone, you can go back and watch the stream because this is a lot longer than I wanted it to be. I did a lot of explaining and whatnot. We open up with the song. The next one's, when we go to the next one, it's not going to be as long. Probably like an hour 15. Then again, maybe I'll just talk too fucking much. Need a duct tape gag on me, just fucking stop me. Let me see. And if you're late, oh, I was kidding, man. Nothing's going to happen on here, but I told you on ChatGPT, it was not liking making that picture. It wasn't liking it, and I don't know why. It was kind of ridiculous. It was not doing that for anyone else other than her. Well, at first it said it didn't like that I said I want the people to be 100% accurate, right? I said I want them to be, and it didn't have any problem. Then when I got to the Taylor Swift one, then it said there's nothing wrong with your clothing request, but we think maybe it's you requesting 100% accuracy. Then it went back to the clothing. Then it went back to the clothing, and then it's produced that image. I said, what are you talking about, man? I didn't ask for anything revealing. I asked for the same thing I've been asking for, and you haven't had any problems then. Just coincidence, maybe coincidence. I don't know. The tier maker, going back to the tier maker. We have three remaining for backup plan left. 3 remaining for mid card, only 2 left for top tier. I'm putting Janet Jackson in the mid card. Yeah, and let me show you why. And you know what? This dude gagged himself. Just kidding with you, man. Lindsay Lohan, the best cleave gag scene if we consider. Lindsay Lohan had a cleave gag scene? Oh, this guy here, I know this guy. This guy makes movies. This guy, this guy makes independent content. I'm not all that familiar with it, so I'm not gonna commentate on it. I've seen that he has original work. I don't know it very much. I've seen a couple clips. Not entirely sure if it's completely my thing. But what I did see one thing that was kind of good. Lindsay Lohan, the best cleaver scene. So one of the things. Oh, I know who killed. Oh, she does. She gets gagged in that movie. Maybe I did know that. So the rules for this, sir, the rules. And of course, I fucking took it off. I had the Alicia Cuthbert thumbnail. Oh, just so you know, the rules for this Dream Damsels, in order to be eligible, in order to be ineligible, in order to be disqualified, a person had to have had a scene that looks like this. This is a custom scene I made from The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. If an actress had a duct tape gag scene that looks like this, meaning it's not like a sloppy horror movie scene or anything like that, or cleave gags don't count. If they've had a scene like this, they're disqualified. They can't be in the Dream Damsel. So like Alicia Cuthbert, Jessica Biel, Jessica Alba, Even though their main ones were wraparounds, they still look. Jessica Biel had the scene in Next where she's in the wheelchair that's clean, so she's disqualified. Alba's duct tape gag scene in Into the Blue is single layer, so it counts. Then obviously Alicia Cuthbert had all those. And right, Christmas photos of tape gigs don't count. If you missed Hillary Duff's little Christmas card thing that Corey was so kind to share that I didn't know about, right? So yeah, anyway, back to the tier maker. Oh no, not back to the tier maker, not yet. Because I want to show you something. I had ChatGPT do this. Again, I don't know what they're doing with the white socks. I didn't ask for this, but this is Janet Jackson from Poetic Justice. Yeah, taken to this. And then there's I also did this. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we can agree that the mid card is very justified. Correct? Can we agree on the mid card being justified? I think so. I think the mid card is at least mid card. I mean, it's not fair, right? Using photos like this to make the judge as to whether or not someone should be bumped up to the top tier. I don't know about that. I said sit in that chair. Yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, did I kick myself? Oh no, I sat back in the screen. My bad. Yeah, so Janet's going mid tier. The mid card there. We have 2 left for the A list and 2 left for the mid card, and the other ones are going back up. So 4 of these remaining 7. No, what do we have here? 2 left for A. Yeah, 3 left for backup. So 3 of these remaining 7 down here are going to the backup plan. And you know what? I'm putting Taylor Swift in the backup plan. I am. Man, this is tough. What do you guys think? What do you guys think with what's remaining? Look, it's gotten too late. The crowd is dwindling. We're down to 3 people. Fumbling numbers seem to be a theme tonight. Yeah, I'm guilty of it too. I wasn't trying to say anything about you messing up as much as I wanted to make sure I had a chance to showcase all 20. I really don't think I didn't load up all 20. I feel like all 20 of them were definitely shown off so people knew. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So I don't know. Let's do a list. A list. Yeah, I'm putting Shania Twain in the A list. I got to do a better job with these photos. Shania and Gwen's heads are cut off. Well, half of Gwen's head is cut off, and all of Shania's head is cut off. Oh well. We know what she looks like. Save Duff for last. Duff is number 1. She's A list, not the top. You're confused. You're thinking of someone else down there on the bottom. We have Miranda Lambert, Shakira, Aaliyah, Miley, and Mariah left. Where? Yeah, Shania Twain went A list. There's only 1 A list spot left. This is so tough. This is so tough. Who's the one that goes back up of these? Who goes back up? Aaliyah is going mid card. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Aaliyah is going mid card, sir. He must have wrote that before. Yeah, I have to have Aaliyah mid card. There's you have to admit that combo, the lighting's a little dark in this room, the blue lighting. Then again, Aaliyah's a little lighter skinned. Um, Aaliyah for backup. She disagrees, but she can't tell you. Shakira A list. What do we have here? Who's in here? Shakira's right there. Carrie, Taylor, Mariah, Vanessa. Let's get another one. One of the ones that didn't cause a problem. Hillary, Shania, Janet, J-Lo, Katy Perry. She disagrees, but she can't tell you. That's right. I can crack a good joke every once in a while. I can crack a good joke. Yeah, so I like how I threw Shania in the camo. Yeah, this one was giving me problems because the first time I made it, I had a really good one made that it picked all the stuff out. I had a really good one made, but I had a bad picture of J-Lo. I had a bad picture of J-Lo, and so it didn't look right, and so the whole picture got ruined. Once you get a picture like that, you try and swap it try and change the face. Good luck with that. It ain't gonna work right. Unfortunately. Aaliyah and Whitney are kidnapped from a charity concert. Yes, absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. Right? Let me see. We're gonna go back to the tier maker. We're gonna go back to the tier maker. I'm just gonna throw out, you know what? There's two more going to the backup. Two more going to the backup. Miley Cyrus is going to the backup. Do I want to readjust any of these? Do I want to change anything here? Do we want to change anything? The pick was because J-Lo's butt was in the way. Yeah, it was just a bad picture of her face. It didn't really look like her as much. And so the Chat GPT messed it up and put this girl that didn't really look like J-Lo there. All the other ones were perfect. I do have it saved. Maybe I will put J-Lo's face on it, customized with the hair, and just cover it up and do my best to make it look good. But let me see. What do you guys think for these remaining ones? What do you think? The A list. Who goes to the A list? Is it Miranda Lambert, Shakira, or Mariah Carey going to the A list? And then who goes to the mid card and who goes to the backup plan? Or do we move somebody else from here? That is a question. That is the question. I don't know. You know what? I am tossing up between Shakira and Mariah Carey. This is tough. Shakira A list. Miranda to top tier. Carey back up. Corey, I'm gonna have to put Shakira in the backup plan. And I'm gonna put Mariah Carey in the mid card. And I'm gonna put Miranda in the fucking A list. I think you know what? At their all of these women in their absolute primes, At their absolute best. At their absolute fucking best. I'm going to move Mariah Carey up to the A list, and I'm going to move Miranda to the mid card, and Shakira. Sorry, guys. Shakira got bumped. Yes, you know what? Maybe the Christmas song is why the duct tape gag is needed. Maybe that is true. Yeah, I have one more of those custom photos here. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Oh, that's a good comment there. And here's probably my favorite of these three. This is probably the best photo, especially because of okay, you know what? This photo by itself. Oh man. You know what? Um Boy, that is tough. I guess out of respect, I'm putting Mariah Carey above Miranda Lambert. Out of almost seniority and probably I don't know. I don't know. Yes, sir. I am glad as well. I'm glad 90s kids are here. I'm not a 90s kid. I'm a late 80s kid. Close enough. Um yeah, I was being asked for why are you smitten? Well, I mean, look at Miranda in that photo. Now, obviously, that's not really her. At least I don't think it is. I don't think it, the interesting thing, it is very interesting. I will say this. I provided standard photos of these people, and ChatGPT may have recognized them and supplied their real heights because the way that it has the height disparity between Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera there, the way it has their heights, that looks very similar to that photo that I had put up of them, right? Like it knows their actual heights. I'm not sure how tall Whitney Houston was. Miranda Lambert is around 5'4", I want to say. And you know what? Kelsey Ballerini is definitely taller than Miranda Lambert. She would be several inches taller than her. So it did not. So no, that is probably not actually Miranda Lambert's body. I'm just saying, like, you can see that look and you can understand what, okay. Anyway. Yeah. So should any adjustments be made here? I don't know. So I guess I will read off here what we've got for the final. If Shakira's backup plan, then at least have her be tied up during a World Cup soccer game. Well, you know what? Houston was 5'8". That's true, but Ballerini's like 5'7" or 5'8" as well. She is, and you can see they have her shorter than Miranda Lambert, who is like 5'4". So all of those, maybe they didn't recognize who she was from that photo. That could be true too. I don't know. I don't know if it did that. The fact that it has Whitney Houston taller than the rest of them, and that it knows the height difference between Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, that it knows who they are, that is interesting. Corey is saying Houston mid card and Shakira A list. Now, sir, I showed this before. And I guess, if I had a picture of Shakira, I guess this is just based off around the fact maybe that Whitney Houston had this movie she was in, right? That it was the type of movie that should have had the scene. Maybe that's why I am so biased. I'm sorry if you talked about this before. Perhaps you do a wrestling. Sir, you got it. So I'll just run through again the list of plans: singers, movies, so standard actresses, movie actresses, the TV show actresses. I have teen dramas, and then horror movies, and then wrestlers. That's my ideas right now. For some of those, someone can return, like a regular actress can also return if it's like a character from a teen drama or a special horror movie character, because those are going to be like by characters instead of the actress, if that makes sense. So right now we're doing the singers as themselves. When we do the teen dramas, it's going to be the character, not the actress. Same with the horror films. So like the Final Girls. So, but yeah, wrestling is planned. Anything fast about Shakira when she was younger in music class, she just sounded terrible, and she said in an interview. It's interesting that she's bilingual and sings in English as well as she does. No, so yeah. First of all, I just want to say, just the fact that these 20 ladies are all included in this tells you that Danny, I'm glad you could join us at 8:03 in the morning. I'm glad you. I'll be honest, the next time I do one of these streams, it's going to be a little earlier in the evening here. So you'll probably have to get up earlier or watch the replay. I apologize. I wish we were all in the same time zone. We've only got a little bit left here. I appreciate all of you staying up this late. If you're on the East Coast, Duff deserves to be on top. She is. She was the very first person I threw a list. My number one dream damsel. In the singer department, she's number one for A list for me. And if I had to say, like, the years aren't right, she was a little too young for it to match. But if you could have threw Hillary, if they were making 24 in say 2005 instead of 2001, if Hillary Duff could have played Kim Bauer and done that, I mean, listen. I don't want to, man, I don't want to trade in Alicia Cuthbert. I can't do that, right? I can't say, no, I can't do that. I can't, because here's the thing, folks. Listen. If Alicia Cuthbert wouldn't have been Kim Bauer, right? If she would have been in some other show, if she would have been in the same movies, if she wouldn't have had the House of Wax scene, if she'd have been in some like family TV show, if she'd have been in Old School and been in all these movies and TV shows, and she wouldn't have had, I'll probably be at work when you know that one sucks, but I'll probably walk. Well, I'm not going to go that early. I'm not going to be going at 5 p.m. anymore when people are working. I'm going to try and go around like 10 p.m., couple hours earlier than when we started tonight. So it's not, so we get done around midnight instead of 2:30 here. USA spent 6 hours. Probably. I think we're 5 hours difference from the UK. So I guess that depends on what your difference is. The altar of Alicia Cuthbert would be disappointed. Yeah. I'm not saying I want to trade Alicia Cuthbert for Hillary Duff, because that's not true. See, it's different. It's different. Like I said, if we didn't have those Alicia Cuthbert scenes, she would be on this list, right? Well, no, she's not a singer. She'd be on the actress list, right? She would be a top tier one probably if we didn't get those scenes. So we got the scenes. So because we have them and we take them for granted, I sit here and say, well, I wish you could swap Hillary Duff out for her. No, I don't. I don't really wish that. I just wish there'd have been another series like 24 made 5 years later, a knockoff 24, a 48, right? A 48, a show that takes place over 2 days instead of 1 day. If they would have made 48, right, in 2005, and we had Kim Sawyer instead of Kim Bauer, and it was Hillary Duff playing it. That would be amazing. But yeah, so I'm looking at this. So we have. Do I have this loaded? I have it loaded. We have. That's a soccer friends making videos, but yeah, YouTube's been telling me to make World Cup damsels. YouTube has been telling me to make soccer videos. They want me to make soccer videos and they want me to make 4th of July videos because it'll help me get on the homepage. I'm not really thinking about it. You know, it's a hard pass for me. Hard pass. Let me see. Yeah, so we're looking at the tier list here. A list, top tier of these 20 singers. These were my 20 Dream Damsel singers, my top 20. A list, number 1, Hillary Duff. And should I rank them? Should we rank these 1 through 20 here real quick? Maybe that's what we need to do. And you know what? A list, number 1, Hillary Duff. Number 2, honestly, Kelsey Ballerini probably is number 2 for me. She probably is. I'm going to slide Shania Twain into 3rd. Shania Twain's torso there into 3rd. Then we're going to have Underwood. Then we're going to have Whitney. Then we're going to have Mariah. For mid-card, we're going to have Miranda up at number 1. Then we're going to have Vanessa. You know what? I think this looks good. What do you guys think for the mid-card here? Is this right? I think this is, you know what? Maybe we're going to bump J-Lo ahead of Christina. But I'm keeping this. Backup plan. Of these ones here, who's number 1? Shakira. There you guys go. Listen, Shakira is leading the backup plan, right? Number 2, probably Britney, bitch. She's going, it's Britney, bitch. You want a piece of me? Yeah, you didn't have earlier in the week, you didn't have me singing a Britney Spears song and on your bingo card. Look at our traffic going up. We got 11 viewers. We got more people now than we did during the stream. You guys better go back and watch this. We're almost done. A lot of good stuff here. A lot of custom photos. Folks. A lot of good stuff here. Leave Britney alone. No, nobody had me singing Britney on this. Your Spanglish is solid, sir. If you're sir, I don't know. See, that's the thing. Sometimes I don't know. Danny, obviously, we had a Danny, on this program before that was a girl. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm dealing with men or women here sometimes. So I'm just guessing when I say that. Don't be insulted if I call someone something they're not. After Britney, probably Beyonce. Yeah, probably Beyonce. Son of a bitch. After that, probably Simpson. Katie. Miley. Tay Swift and Gwen. Gwen is dead. Oh, Britney. We love Britney. We're not picking on Britney. Okay, we're going to run through this here. This is the final. This is the final shot. I'm going to go ahead and I will screenshot this and post it later, probably with details under it so people know. Katie is more spaced. Well, she definitely, again, there was a time, there was always a time when these people were normal and they didn't destroy their bodies with either stupid tattoos or ridiculous hairstyles, or that's the thing. There again, remember, this is these ladies in their prime, at their absolute best, right? So you're talking 2009 Miley Cyrus, 2009 Katy Perry, 1999 Britney Spears. You're talking about these people, before they started going cuckoo and destroying themselves. Yeah, Miley is last on the list. On your list, Miley's last, huh? Well, I could see it. I could see it. She was the last person for me to add. I didn't even have her on this top 20 until Scarticulus mentioned her on the comment, but I thought about it, and going back to 2009, like the movie The Last Song. I don't know if you know that movie or not. Miley is pretty incredible in that film, so I had to include her. Notice I had that right look too. I've got the actual 2009 dark hair Miley look on here. I tried to get accurate photos of them at their best, to the other than Shania Twain's head being cut off here. So yeah, we'll run through this here real quick. A-list, number 1, Hilary Duff. Number 2, Kelsey Ballerini. Number 3, Shania Twain. Number 4, Carrie Underwood. Number 5, Whitney Houston. Number 6, Mariah Carey. Number 7, down first in the mid card, Miranda Lambert. Then number 8, Vanessa Williams. Number 9, Jennifer Lopez. Number 10, Christina Aguilera. Number 11, Janet Jackson. Number 12, Aaliyah. Number 13 and number 1 for the backup plan, Shakira. Number 14, Britney Spears. Number 15, Beyonce. Number 16, Jessica Simpson. Number 17, Katy Perry. Number 18, Miley Cyrus. Number 19, Taylor Swift. Number 20, Gwen Stefani. Can I zoom in on this? A little bit. Only a little. I'd have to screenshot it, and I can't really zoom on the stream. Can I zoom? Is there a way to zoom? No, I don't think it gives you that option to zoom it. What did I do? There we go. Yeah, so that's what we've got. Let me see if I got any other photos before we go here. Anything I didn't show. Showed Janet, showed Kelsey, showed the Rock Damsel, showed the 3 different trios. There were 5 damsels missing. I didn't get a chance to make the 4th picture of the 5 standing together. The 5 missing ones. Who were the 5 missing ones? Yeah, I showed. Who were they? Here's the ones we have. Shakira, Underwood, Swift, Mariah, Vanessa Williams, Hillary, Shania. Wait, is that another Shania? Oh, no, that wasn't a Shania. That was Underwood. Hillary, Shania, Janet, J-Lo, Katy Perry, Britney, Christina, Whitney, Miranda, Kelsey. Who was missing from there? None of the A-listers. All of the A-listers were accounted for. Aaliyah, Beyonce, Jessica Simpson, Miley, and Gwen. Yeah, that's who's missing. Aaliyah, Beyonce, Jessica Simpson, Miley, and Gwen. It's the one I did not have. Zoom in. I got dizzy for a minute. Well, that's all for the Dream Damsel edition. Yeah, I mean, those are the 20. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say here. I probably plan on doing separate videos, maybe display a scenario, especially like with the bodyguard, stuff like that. Shorter videos, probably 8 to 10 minutes. I won't have to worry about copyright claims, so that'll be amazing and nice. They should be pretty easy to make. But yeah, probably have like some image displays, just kind of showing scenarios, whatever I can make if it's high quality, which I seem to be able to make pretty good quality stuff here. Yeah, maybe I'll make a few other ones here too. But for the actress ones, we'll do the same thing. Now that I've done this, probably be a little better next time. Not going to be as long. Boy, almost 2.5 hours. This is a lot longer than what I thought it was going to be. We'll try and move quickly, hour and a half maybe next time. But that's all I've got. That's it. You guys have any final words? I want to thank everybody for staying here, for helping out with this, for the participation. Hope you guys enjoyed the custom images and talking about the stuff. We learned some stuff. We learned about Hillary Duff's Christmas photo. Yeah, you guys were great crowd. Great crowd. Yawn. Look at this guy. All right, folks. Action Comm says it's time to go. He's got to go to bed. We're good. Yeah, see you guys soon. New videos coming, new ideas. I'm not sure when we're doing the next one, and I'm not sure what it's going to be. Probably say like 3 weeks from now. Actually, looking at lovely ladies was great. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also, you're welcome. Well, we'll be doing the guessing again, and I'll be changing this thumbnail. I'll be changing this thumbnail so people will click on it so they can see, who it is. But yeah, we'll be getting some stuff out there, and yeah. Let me see here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. You can't go wrong with lovelies. No, sir. No, sir. Hold on one second. I wanted to get into my dashboard real quick for when this ends. Action Com. I want to look at look at you guys, all the emojis you guys put up here and stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't show all these emojis you guys have up. Yep, he got the Jessica Alba cleave on there. And the YouTube one, the loading one. That loading one is an actual emoji, huh? Because that's not mine. YouTube must have its own special emojis that let you guys put up now, because that isn't my emoji. Neither is the YouTube one. Only the Alba cleave is. So yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, if you want to let me know, I would try and email it. Well, yeah, man. If you have, I'm not sure. Was there something else you were supposed to email me? Something else you mentioned other than the Hillary Duff thing? I can't remember if you mentioned something. But yeah. Oh man, this was fun. This was fun. And obviously, I'm new to that, so we're gonna try and keep it an hour and a half next time and start a little earlier, get done around midnight. Yeah, I don't have anything. We were talking about the ChatGPT logic at that time. Oh, talking about the ChatGPT. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Well, I believe that's it. I believe that's all she wrote. Yeah, fun stuff here. Fun stuff. Well, yeah, and if you guys have any Dream Damsel suggestions, I'm going to try and get the stuff out there a little earlier from now on. Like the information, what it'll be for you guys to give suggestions, stuff like that. If you want something to know, let me will do, sir. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Thanks again. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to see you guys soon. I'm going to click the end stream now, and we'll see how quickly it ends. Now I got to click end.